Hi, and welcome to Lesson D. This is a reading lesson. So for today, you need a notebook and a pencil or pen, and we're going to be reading a text about some strategies for learning English. You're going to learn some new vocabulary, and I'm going to ask you to answer some comprehension questions and to study some words, okay? So make sure you have a notebook ready. We're starting on page 24. Let's take a look here. Okay, on page 24, we have the text here. Page 25, these are the questions you will answer, okay? So you can open the PDF, the pages, or watch with me. Okay, so before we begin, it says, look at the title and strategies and answer the questions, okay? So this says it's an article from an online student magazine. So it's a magazine for students, and it's to help you with your learning, giving you good ideas for how to learn. So it says, read the title, Strategies for Learning English, okay? What do you think the word strategies means? It's something about learning English. So you might know this word in your language. I know that this translates into many languages. But here it says strategy number 1, setting goals. Strategy number 2, look for opportunities to practice. Strategy 3, guess. So do you know what strategy means? Can you figure it out? Black cat strategies. These are ways to approach or ways to do something. And these are good ideas. A strategy is a good plan. Okay, actually that works too. A good plan, how to do something. So we're going to read about strategies here. And it says, how many strategies are there? What are they? We just said 1, 2, and 3 right here. Okay, so before we read this, you're going to listen. I want to go back to that color vowel list, and let's go over these before you hear the reading, okay? So take out your hand and say with me, black cat strategies, strategies, all right? This word here is black cat translate. Try it, translate. To translate is to change into your first language, right? Google Translate. Rose boat goals, goals. Goals is your purpose. Your end result. Why are you studying English? What is your goal? What do you want to achieve? Blue moon opportunities. Make sure you're stressing this syllable, only this syllable. Opportunities, opportunities. Opportunities are chances, right? Blue moon clues. Clues are hints or signs, not directly telling you something, but a small indication, little bits of information, little helps, okay, clues. Red pepper guess. Do you know to guess? It means to say what you think is right, even if you're not sure. Red pepper guess. I know there's a U right here, but we don't say it. It's just guess. And red pepper gestures, gestures. And this first one is a J, okay? Gestures are hand movements like this. And the open hand is a gesture, okay? So we use gestures a lot when we speak in English. Okay, so those are the words from the reading. Please write them in your color vowel notebook. Let's go back to the reading. And again, you can print this, the PDF, if you want to read it that way. I'm going to play it for you so you can listen along.
Page 24, exercise 2.
Hold on. I think I'm just going to do it this way. Okay, you can read here while you listen, okay?
Strategies for learning English. Have you ever felt discouraged because it's hard to speak and understand English? Don't give up. Here are 3 strategies to help you learn faster and remember more. Strategy number 1, set goals. Have you ever set goals for learning English? When you set goals, you decide what you want to learn. After you determine your purpose for learning, you can make a plan to help you reach your goals. Maybe your goal is to learn more vocabulary. There are many ways to do this. For example, you can read in English for 15 minutes every day. You can also learn 1 new word every day. Strategy number 2, look for opportunities to practice English. Talk to everyone. Speak with people in the store, at work, and in the park. Don't worry about making mistakes. And don't forget to ask questions. For example, if your teacher uses a word you don't understand, ask a question like, "What does that word mean?" Strategy number 3, guess. Don't try to translate every word. When you read, concentrate on clues, such as pictures or other words in the sentence, to help you understand. You can also make guesses when you are talking to people. For example, look at their faces and hand gestures, the way they move their hands, to help you guess the meaning. Set goals, look for opportunities to practice, and guess. Do these things every day, and you will learn more English.
Okay, those are some good ideas. Setting goals, a lot of you just take class, and it's good to think about what you want to learn. So maybe take some time and think about where you want to be next year at this time, or how much vocabulary you want to learn, or if there is something like you want to watch a movie in English and understand it, something like that. It's good to have a goal. This opportunity to practice English is an excellent strategy. You can practice English everywhere because we live here in Albuquerque. So talk to the mailman, talk to anyone that you encounter and speak English with them. It doesn't matter if it's perfect, just get in the habit of practicing. Also, practice with other students. Speak English with other students. You don't need to speak with a native speaker to get better. Speaking English with other ESL students is excellent. So go to conversation groups, online or in person, it helps. And guessing, this is a very important strategy. Don't try to translate every word. I have many students like you that want to have a dictionary and they're reading, and they start to read, see a word they don't know, and they look it in the dictionary, look it up, and they go back and then they find another word and they look it up. That does not work well. It's too hard for your brain to understand the whole text that you're reading. You don't need to understand 100%. If you understand 75%, that's perfect. You can learn new vocabulary by reading even when you don't understand 100%, because you can look at the pictures and other words to help you understand. You say, oh, I think I know what that word means. That's fantastic. Translating is not very meaningful and it's not easy to remember. Okay, so over here, the next part, I'm going to have you answer some comprehension questions, these up here, and I'm going to ask you to do it in a, it says a quiz right here. Let's see, reading comprehension. So number 1, hold on, let me go back. Right here, what is the article about on the page? Number 1, what is the article about? It looks like a small space here, but if you start typing, you can keep going, see? Okay, so you can just type as much as you want to. It's not that short, okay? So question 2, what is an example of setting goals? Look back in the reading and give me one example of setting a goal. Number 3, what's an example of looking for opportunities? Find one example. Number 4, you ask someone in line at a supermarket, what time is it? What strategy is that? 5, if you read a story without a dictionary, what clues help you guess? Okay, you're going to answer that right over here. And number 6, which strategy do you think will help you learn English faster? Okay, so tell me down here what you think. All right, so those questions are about comprehension. Now this part here, right over here, is in the second section. Let me show you. Expanding your vocabulary, you're going to choose noun or verb. It's the same in the book, so we're going to look in the book, but I wanted to show you. So this part here, let me explain. This is interesting. English can have one word and 2 different meanings, okay? So right here we have a word and we have 2 definitions. Both of these definitions are possible in English. I want you to tell me which one is used in this story, okay? Basically, is it the noun or is it the verb? So for example, the first word here, well, it says, look at the chart, find the words in the article and underline them. So if you want to, you can do this first. Set, look in the book, and right here, hold on. Set goals right here, okay? Have you ever set goals for learning English? So have you set goals right here? That is the verb. Have you set goals? It means to choose or decide on something. So this is correct for the reading, but also a set can be a group of related things such as dishes. I have a set of blue dishes in my kitchen. I have a set of coffee cups, okay? So set can be a noun, but in the story that we're reading today, right here, it's a verb. Do you understand? So again, these words right here, plan, practice, guess, clues, pictures, gestures, they can either be a noun or a verb in English. I want you to tell me which one is used in this reading, okay? So again, you can underline them and then figure out, is that a noun or a verb? And right here, says right here, both definitions of the word are possible in English. Look at the reading on page 24. Choose which one matches the use in the text, okay? So plan is either a noun or it's a verb. So check the reading and then let me know, okay? So there's 5 of those, I think. And then the last thing, there's some questions down here on 25. I put in here, I changed them a little bit, okay? So tell me, do you have any goals for learning English? What are they? Just type them here. You can say, I have a goal to learn 10 words a week, or I have a goal to watch a movie in English. English, you can spell it right. Or I have a goal to go to UNM, something like that. Okay, tell me your goal. Question 14, what's your best strategy? How do you learn English best? Not from the reading, I'm asking you. Do you have any secret methods or ways that really, really help you learn English? Maybe watching TV, listening to the radio, podcast, YouTube, I don't know. Tell me how you learn English best, okay? And then think about this. When you speak, what gestures do you use? Gestures. And are they the same when you speak your first language as when you speak English? I think people have different gestures in their first language and second language, but I'm not sure. So tell me, or maybe you say, I use a lot of gestures, or you say, I don't use gestures. Just tell me how you speak with your hands. Tell me how you speak with your hands, okay? And when you finish, just hit submit. And again, it says quiz. It's just a way for me to give you feedback, okay? So that's really all for today. Please copy those words into your Color Vowel notebook and You can rewind and listen to the reading again, or you can print it out and read it on your own, whatever you need. Okay, thank you.